All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Thursday, the 22nd of September. A little cooking class tonight at Cafe Max, something we do once a month. And we've got a surprisingly quiet week here. Next week, just one event, which sold out in one day. We sent the email out, and something about Harlan Estate, Bryant Family, the cult wines of Napa Valley that immediately gets people's attention. Well, hey, the great wines of Bordeaux do the same thing, and that's what we've got to sell you today, folks. Two of the top wines from Saint-Emilion, one of the most charming cities in all of Bordeaux, a medieval city that the history dates hundreds of years back in the Bordeaux winemaking arena, and there's some great properties here. Unfortunately, they didn't get classified in the 1855 classification because nobody knew about them. Cheval Blanc was around back then. Angelus, I don't know if they were around back then, but not considered a great property like Cheval Blanc was. And in 1955, these wines finally got their due, with Cheval Blanc and Ozone being categorized the two top wines from Saint-Emilion. Of course, Pomerol, its next-door neighbor, was never classified. One time, Cheval Blanc was a part of the Figeac property, which was a huge estate. And Cheval Blanc is actually, like you could call it as much Pomerol as it is Saint-Emilion. It's right on the dividing line. And the terroir there, very similar to Pomerol. This is one of the most elegant of the Saint-Emilions. And a lot of people consider Cheval Blanc a unique beast because it has a unique blend. It's over half Cabernet Franc. This is the only major wine in Bordeaux that uses that much Cabernet Franc. And I'll never forget the dozen trips or so that I've taken to Bordeaux. I used to go there every year for the Grand Cru tasting. And to me, 2004 is one of the underappreciated vintages. They haven't had a bad vintage, really. 02 was the last kind of off vintage in Bordeaux. And I remember going to taste the 2005s. We went a week early, so a lot of the producers lined up 2003, 4, and 5 for us on the table just so we could see how they compared. And I looked through my notes after tasting hundreds of wines, and you know, one of the things it said under a lot of them was buy more 2004, because 2003 and 2005 double, triple the price of these 2004s. I remember thinking at that time, this could be the last reasonably priced vintage ever from Bordeaux. 2006, maybe not as in high of demand. 2007, although was not a great vintage. The Chinese started buying in 2007, and the prices on 2007 still very expensive. Hey, look at the price of 2010, the new release on these two wines. 2010 Cheval Blanc, $1,200. That's the cheapest price you could find that wine, and you'd probably find it closer to $1,500 in most places. In Angelus, $350. We are selling half bottles, which, hey, maybe these bottles aren't big enough for most of you folks, but some people like one or two glasses of wine, which is what you get out of a half a bottle. These wines mature quicker, so you know, for people that love Bordeaux and mature Bordeaux, half bottles are a perfect choice. If you're just a duo drinking every night, you like a little white and a little red, a half bottle of white and a half bottle of red, a perfect choice. And this wine at $165. It's what, a quarter the price of the 2010, almost ready to drink. That's why I have been looking for older vintage Bordeaux. I think we bought 3 cases of 2010 futures. Hey, I want to drink those wines from 2010. It looks like a fantastic vintage, but I don't want to pay the price. That's why we're looking at these 2004s that are in the market and saying, cha-ching, some of the best values. Angelus at $75 for a half bottle. Are you kidding me? Two of the greatest values I've found in Bordeaux. Check them out on this offer, along with all the other wines from these two great properties that we have available. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.